All right, y'all, YouTubers, what's going on? Truckers, what's good? This gonna be my last, uh, my last little video. Being in Salt Lake City. I did pass my test. Did a one and done. If you get a one and done, you get your little hat and your shirt and your little name up on the board. Woo woo. But it's cool. Just little things with the school. Just make sure you really need like at least a couple pants, a good amount of shirts, underwear, socks. Make sure you bring warm shit. Gloves wouldn't be too bad if you come here in the winter. Summer is not going to be too bad. It's going to be pretty beautiful during the summer. That February 7th, 2022, new laws and regulation stuff, it's going to be a bit more, I'll say, extensive for y'all to be getting in for a CDL license. So if you get your permit before the 7th of February, then you are grandfathered in and you just have to get your CDL before it expires. If you don't get your permit before the 7th and pass those tests, you're gonna have to abide by the new rules that they're gonna be giving the people that are going to be getting their CDL, schooling, extra study stuff and everything. So look that up. I don't know everything on it. Don't hold me to it. But big things are, so you're going to, if you ride bus, they'll pay for the whole thing. If you guys fly, they'll generally pay about $100 worth for a ticket. That's what we did. They'll refund you $100. You do have to pay out of pocket. Then they'll pay you it should show up about a week later. Once you get there, you're going to have your first couple days, and then you're going to get through it, and then you're going to come test day. Don't expect to test on the first day. Normally a Monday and Tuesday for us, we're the people that didn't pass last week. So they're going to have those people retest. You can test on a Monday, Tuesday if they pick you. I guess it's through the state, whatever they want to say. The state's the one who decides who's going to test. Make sure you freaking look at your pre-trip. I'm not sure about how much is actually going to be used. I think a lot of it is very important to look because you're going to want to drive. You're going to want to run a safe vehicle, and the safer you are, the more money you're going to make, and the more money you're going to make, the more happy you're going to be, and the more successful you're going to be. I think a tight knit crew, if you want to call it, on your truck is good. Stay clean. Keep your personal hygiene up. Use this as a challenge if this is something in your life. For me, definitely a challenge. You pass your test. After you pass your test, you have to go into orientation. It's normally going to take 2 days. You're going to have either you have A, B, and C. You have the first section, which is A. It's going to tell you about the beginning of orientation. I took that the same day I passed my test, by the way. So if you can get something early in the morning, and on a Monday, I started at 12:20. That was perfect. So I got into that class right there. And then the next day, which was today, you take section B and C. B and C are going to be the ending of orientation, and then you're going to officially be hired. I don't know about pay and all that stuff. They tell you about that all in the orientation. Everybody's going to be different. My mentor and my routes are not going to be picking me up from Salt Lake. So I've got a bus ride back to Dallas tomorrow morning. I get there. There's actually a huge winter storm going to be hitting Dallas this Wednesday, Thursday. So I mean, it's going to be interesting. I leave tomorrow at 6:40 Salt Lake City, and I get to Dallas 3 a.m. Friday. So Wednesday I'm leaving 6 in the morning. I arrive in Dallas at 3:05 in the morning. It's going to be a drive. It's about 43 hours. But I didn't want to get a flight. They're probably going to be all closed. They're going to cancel all those flights. If it's going to be snowing, they're not letting anybody in. So study up. The backing is pretty straightforward, and the pre-trip is kind of the one that you're going to have to make sure you know. Every number. If you don't pretty much know one thing that's important, they're going to fail you. So get that stuff one and done, because if you go for your test and you don't pass the first time, you have 3 times, but you have to give a 48-hour break before you can at least apply to a test again. So let me tell you, say you get here on a Monday, you study, you guys practicing, you guys are doing everything throughout that week. Come the weekend, you might come out on a Saturday. On Sunday, you'll have off, you to yourself. Come Monday, you could test. Now, for example, if you tested Monday, and you failed, you have to wait until Wednesday to get another slot, but it's not guaranteed, because guess what? There's probably hundreds of students trying to test at the same time as you. So if you think you're going to fail Monday and then go and test right away on Wednesday, it's not always the case. You might test Thursday. And guess what? If you don't make it again, they're going to put it 2 days out. Say you tested on a Thursday and you didn't pass. You need to wait 48 hours. But guess what? The school's not open on the weekends. They don't test on the weekends. So guess what? You're going to wait Friday, and then you're going to wait Saturday, Sunday, then come Monday, you'll be open to being able to test again. Again, it's not guaranteed. But just make sure you study. You guys, if you're really into this kind of industry, trucking and learning all this stuff, and you study, there's no reason, and you follow direction, I think is a big thing with this. If you understand how to just follow instruction and trust the process, they'll get you in and out. Trust me, these guys want you hired. They want you to get on the road ASAP. I mean, they're pushing out a ton of people. So, I'm getting a dedicated route out of Dallas. So I'll be getting back to Dallas and then be getting on the road. So, but if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Like and subscribe. I'm going to be putting more videos up. I'm not only going to be doing trucking videos. I'm just kind of getting into this YouTube thing. I think it's pretty dope. I'm also putting this up just to kind of see the growth and see where I go from here. I've got a lot of high aspirations and high goals I'd like to get going. So these are stepping stones. Take it one day at a time. And I'm excited. I haven't seen my wife, my kids, in like over 2 weeks now, which is the longest I've been away from my kids by far. So that's going to be dope to see. I'm excited to see them. But then and once I get home on Friday, then I have I have Friday, and then I have Saturday, and then I go out on Sunday. I don't know where I'm going to meet them yet, but they'll be picking me up, and then we'll get rolling. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. By the way, you guys, I think CR England, a lot of people say they're cool. A lot of people say they're not cool. I personally think they're great. There's a little hiccup in the game, which is, makes sense. But just know that you're here for a long-term decision. Don't freak out if you miss a test and you have to test a couple days. You're doing this for long term, you guys. Like, this is a long-term decision. Trucking's dope. You don't have to stay with CR England. If you want to leave right when you get your license, you can. But they've got a lot of great stuff to stick with them for a little bit. And let's be honest, if you don't have, really, if you want to call it a hookup, when you get your CDL, working with them is great. They pay for your school. So to repay them, if that's something you decide to do and stick with them, they really are a great company. And once you guys get into that orientation, when you pass your test, you'll understand what I'm talking about at that point, because they'll explain everything to you. But just understand that. So if you stay with them for a full year, they just pay off the rest of the tuition, if you want to call it, for the school. It's pretty dope. And if you don't stay with them, I mean, you guys make your own decisions. Everybody watching this is adults, and you guys have your own plan before you even come into this game. But I'll tell you, CR England is efficient. They get you guys in, they get you out. And let me tell you again, it is a lot of information. Take each day, one day at a time. Don't be tripping about backing when you're on a pre-trip day. Focus on pre-trip. Just learn to focus on one thing at a time. When you're in backing, don't worry about pre-trip. Because guess what? If you have the ability to go backing and practice, go to backing. And I'll tell you why. Because if you're at the hotels or at the dorms on a Saturday, Sunday, you're not going to be able to go backing. You can go do pre-trip, but you can't do backing. So get the backing in as much as you can. There's a lot of great people that are here to help you. I'm pretty excited. I love driving in the first place. So I think this is kind of a perfect opportunity and industry for me. I do enjoy it a lot, and we'll see where it goes. You guys will see my journey. Maybe I'll put like a little snippet of stuff coming up. I'm really raw. I mean, you guys are just going to watch this shit, and I mean, I'm not going to do too much editing. I'll probably get better at it, and I'll change stuff up and everything. But just note that you guys are in good hands if you come here. Great opportunity, pays good. Just stick with it. It's going to be worth it in the long run. Remember, you should think about doing this for a long-term decision, not something that's a short-term decision. Get your CD out, try the company out. If you've got something else going on, that's on you. But, you know, if you're looking for a good company, look, in the beginning, first year, you need experience. There's no companies hiring people if you don't minimum have 6 months or a year experience on the road already. So, and I'll tell you why, because the insurance on you is going to be through the roof. And you have to have a homie or somebody that you have close family ties with to be willing to put you on their insurance if it's even before 3 months. So take the time, learn the experience, learn what you got to do, go with the mentor, get those hours done, get your upgrade, and get going. But hope you guys are having a great night. Stay warm, stay healthy, stay hungry. We're blessed and highly favored. Talk to you guys out.